I watch anime every now and then. I actually know how to speak Japanese and understand it, and I did that so I don't have to watch with subtitles. And I hate the English dubs because the voice acting is just terrible in comparison to the Japanese voice acting. And then I realize now, especially understanding it, they screw up so many things, and you miss a lot of jokes. So I have this chord progression in mind, which is like every anime, or almost every anime, like 90 freaking percent. They use this 4-5-6 progression, or 4-5-3-6. So it's the major 4th, 5th. In this case, I'm going to do the 3, so the minor 3rd and then the minor 6th. And then if you're ending the song, you can resolve by going to the 1. So I'm just going to do, well, I'm tuned down a minor 3rd. I was going to say E major, but I guess it's actually C sharp major. But and then I'm just going to double the chord length for the chorus. That's it. I'm just going to do verse chorus like that 3 times through. That'll be my song outline, and I should be good to go. I'm just going to overlay a bunch of overdubs to make it sound more interesting than it actually is. This is original Christian rock, so most of the time that's what my lyrics are going to be about. I'll talk about it a little bit later, but if you check my description box, you're going to find a link right on the top. That's a church that I recommend you check out if you're interested at all, because everybody and their brother, this is their pastor of a church or some kind of thing. They shouldn't be there because they have no freaking clue what they're talking about, and it's an utter abysmal train wreck, I think, because there's a lot of misleading going on and people don't understand. And it's really sad because anyone that says they're a Christian, like, people like run and head for the hills now, and it's like, you've got the wrong idea. They think you're like judgmental and hateful and all this kind of stuff, and it's like, yeah, that's the exact opposite. That's just the dummies that are basically saying they're one thing but they're the other. Anyway, I'm not going to go on about it right now. So I got the tempo set. This should be still in tune. Yeah, I'm just going to track. So this is the left guitar, and then I'll track the right guitar afterwards, probably do the same thing, and then I'll work out the overdubs. That's the left side. The right side is coming up now. So I got a slightly different sound that'll just blend well. Mix left and right up a little bit in your ear. That sort of thing. I'm kind of sleepy, by the way, if you didn't notice, just by my mannerism. I just finished at the gym, and then I ate 2 big plates of food. And I'm just like, every time I eat, I go into a food coma, and I'm like, oh. I come out of it as I'm talking and playing here, but yeah, oof. Okay, so now I'm going to start layering some overdubs so it sounds better. Something like that might work for the verse. I don't know if I like the tone better there or there. That'll probably work better with a delay. Yeah, I'll do that in the verse, and then the chorus is going to be something like that. Okay, here I go. Okay, I'm going to harmonize what I just did a little bit, and then I'll double it in the chorus. So verses harmony, chorus is double. I think I'm going to stop there for the overdubs. Every time I go up to like 6 or 8 guitars, it gets a little nuts as far as the video editing anyway. So yeah, I'm going to stick to this. It sounds good as it is. Now I'm going to do the improvised guitar solo. My down tuning is achieved by the Digitech whammy drop tune. So I just hit a button and now I'm back to standard. So if anyone knows how to play the guitar and it's like, okay, why is he playing the solo in a different key? I'm not. So I'm still in C sharp major, which I was before, but I was playing it like it was E major because I was drop tuned, but now I'm not. So anyway, I'm going to improvise this. I grabbed my bass guitar, so yay bass. Here I go. Needless to say, that drum loop starts to get annoying by the time I'm laying down the bass. Luckily, I'm about to do the drums on the electronic kit behind me, so I deleted that drum loop, and I turned up the metronome a bit, and I am now going to track an actual drum part on fake drums. The drums are done, and I listened back and typed up some lyrics onto my phone, which is on this convenient little stand here. I did a scratch track, which is just like a reference in case I black out and forget the melody. If I don't do a scratch track, that will happen. If I do it, I'll totally remember it. It's just like how it works. I think I can sing this thing all the way through, though, so I'm just going to attempt to do that, and here we go.
Tired of it, little nicks and cuts abounding. I'll tell you something. What's the difference? I don't know anymore. We all keep running, circle back and just miss the door. The speech is mumbling, gobbled up words it belongs. All together more, your faith can make it so.
I'm going to attempt to do a harmony. I'm not 100% sure I did all of these choruses exactly the same, but we're about to find out. All right, that about does it. So the song is complete. The lyrics will be in the description. The lyrics will be in the description box. Hey, words work now. Actually, they don't. That's the problem. Check the description box for the lyrics. And you're also going to find a Linktree link that'll take you out to where you can purchase and stream my music. And if you just click it, then you'll see a nice thing where you can click on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube Music, Google Play, etc., etc. So the other thing is at the top, which I already mentioned, and it goes to Faith Center in Glendale, California. That's a church I highly recommend. as far as the teaching goes, because one, they have a lot of teaching and easy access to it. So if you go to the website, you can see live streaming 24/7, and it's like some like old stuff, new stuff, and they've been going since the 70s, really. Dr. Gene Scott was from the 70s until 2005-ish, and then since then it's been his wife, Pastor Melissa Scott, and they do extremely highly detailed, accurate Bible teaching, translations from the original texts, and the point is not like an agenda like most places where they have like some kind of denominational like skew or whatnot, or they're just trying to go about like different social issues and all that kind of stuff. This is just what the Bible actually says, the intentions that the writers actually want it to convey. And it's very eye-opening when you see this kind of thing, because what's actually intended by the writers is not what most people think Christianity is. And a lot of people turn it into a religion. It's not a religion. It's actually a relationship with God. A lot of people use it to condemn and judge people, and that is precisely the opposite they should be doing. And all you have to do to be a Christian is literally just trust God, have a relationship with God, and specifically, you're following Jesus, because Jesus set the example of perfect obedience and submission to God, and went all the way onto the cross to do it. But we aren't going to be perfect like Jesus. We can't be perfect. It's utterly impossible and completely ridiculous that people would even think that they can make themselves worthy. They can't. The only thing that makes you worthy is what Jesus did. So his righteousness is imputed onto you. You don't earn it. Grace is unmerited favor. You absolutely, absolutely cannot earn salvation. You only put your trust and faith in Jesus, and then God gives you the Holy Spirit, and God starts changing you from the inside out. So you don't have to worry about doing a bunch of good works and all that kind of thing and try to adhere to the law and all of that nonsense, because that's just going back to the Old Testament. You're just going back to the law. The law means condemnation and condemnation and death. You don't want that. You want forgiveness and salvation. So you just have to look to Jesus in faith, and as you continue in that faith, which that's the catch. See, people are skewed in different ways, and there's either the works people or the once saved, always saved people, which are like, like the Baptists and stuff, or the Catholics. Like they'd be extreme works. But then you have some like fundamentalists, their works 2.0, I'd say. And then you have the Baptists, which get the faith only thing, but they go so far as to think that you just have faith, like, one time, one day, do a little like altar call, ritual, prayer, or whatever it is, and then you're saved and you don't have to worry about it from then on. That's not the case. You have to keep faithing. It's a faith walk. The original languages have faith as pistis, original language of the New Testament, that is, which is Greek. Hebrew would be the Old Testament. But regardless, this faith is an action. It's action verb, ongoing and continuous. The grammar alone tells you everything you need to know. You continue to act in faith for the rest of your life. When I say act, I don't mean go out and try and do stuff. What I mean is you're hanging your whole being on that promise of God. You're basically amening God, saying this is absolute, this is true, and you keep faithing in it. It's higher than belief. It's, what's the thing they always say? Action based upon belief, sustained by confidence, I believe. So that kind of gives you the idea. But you just have to keep having faith in the finished work of Jesus on the cross. When he was up there, he said, it was finished. It was finished. He paid for everything. You just have to look to him. You don't have to do a thing except walk in faith. And as you walk in faith, God will start changing you. It's the action of God upon you. We're a passive receiver for that change, which means we're not doing it. God is doing it. So if you think you're earning your salvation or you're doing the thing, you're doing it out of will worship, and it's not going to work. And you just have to have that faith. God will change you. He'll give you a new heart, write the law in your heart. Just trust God. He'll get you through it. Don't let anyone judge you. Don't judge anyone else. That is not Christianity. That is being a judgmental asshole. You just look to God, trust God, and whatever happens, if it starts getting bad, you're actually probably like what you would say you're in a valley. Trust God through it, he'll get you through. You can't be on the mountaintops all the time. So just keep trusting God. He'll get you through it. You're not promised anything until the next, life. So you're not going to be getting extreme riches and nonsense here. That's far from the case. In fact, you're going to get beaten down probably more when you become a Christian, but you just have to keep trusting and faithing in God. He'll give you enough strength to make it through each day. Just keep having that faith every day, and that's all I can tell you. Check out the link for really good teaching on it, though. I'm not going to get super in-depth on a YouTube video, and I don't want to be like a teacher per se. I'm just trying to send you to good teaching so you can understand it and realize that it's a relationship with God. Nothing else. Subscribe, like, comment, share. I'll see you later. I'm going to shut up and let you watch the song. Bye.
I'm tired of it. Little nicks and cuts and bouncing. I'll tell you something. What's the difference? I don't know anymore. We all keep running, circle back and just miss the door. Your speech is mumbling, gobbled up words hit the floor. So all together more, your faith can make you soar. We're flying far away, just wait another day. You're all placed in mind, the change comes in time. It's all that we hold. You're all placed in mind, the change comes in time. It's all that we hold. Fighting for it, little nicks and cuts and bouncing. I'll show you something. What's the difference? I don't know